So, good morning to you. Some of you have been struggling with the sunrise, sunset, newer students, and some of the students who were with me last year, and that's quite all right. So, let's get straight to it. We're going to do Saturday's temperature. I'm sorry, Saturday's morning meeting. All right. So, here is the time for the sunrise. Sunrise is at 6:34 a.m. and the sunset is at 7:09 p.m. All right. So our step one is very, very simple. Let's go to step one. When we switch from AM to PM, we have to add 12 hours to the PM time. So for right now, we're just going to add 12 plus 7, and we all know that that is 19. And always remember that there are 24 hours in a day, so 7 o'clock would be 19 hours, or 1900 hours in military time. So now we rewrite 7:09 as 19:09. And we always always start with the end time, and we always end with the start time. All right. So now we did 19:09 minus 6:34, and we could see it's approximately 13 hours. 19 minus 6, it's going to be a little bit less than that. All right. So we can solve 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 equals 5. That's easy. That's great. Now here's the problem. 0 minus 3. Right? Okay, we can't take 3 from nothing. We don't have enough. Remember that this is time and it's not regular numbers. So usually we would take a 10 to make a 10, right? We regroup. But in this case, because it's time, we need to remember to take an hour of power. So we took an hour of power. And how many minutes are there in an hour? Yes, indeed, 60 minutes. So we add 60 plus 9 equals 69. Okay? So this over here becomes a 6. 60 minutes, 6 tenths. 6 minus 3 equals 3. I'm sorry, 8 minus 12. Can't make a mistake. 8 minus 6 equals 2. And my tongue got ahead of me. We bring down the 1. So there are 12 hours and 35 minutes of sunlight. I'm going to show you one other strategy with the hour of power. And by the way, this is our hour of power. But I'm going to show you one more strategy. And of course, step 1, 12 plus 7 equals 19. And I forgot to write in step 2. Over here. So it's a little disorganized right now. This is step 2. All right. So once again, we are going to use one other strategy. It is very, very similar. All right. So we have our start time as 6:34. All right. That's when the sun is rising, 6:34 a.m. And then we have the sunset at 7:09 p.m. So of course, we have to go from AM to PM. So step 1, what do? Yes, we add 12 hours to our sunset. All right, 12 plus 7 equals 19. That's something that you should know very, very easily. All right, and then step 2, we rewrite 7:09 as 19:09. Okay, that's easy. We've got the sunset. Now we start with the sunset, we end with the sunrise. We actually go a little backwards, almost like a time portal. Okay, so 19:09 p.m., 6:34 a.m. All right, so again, let's solve. 9 minus 4 equals 5. Again, We can't take time away from here. We have 0 minus 3. We cannot solve that. So we have to figure out how can we solve this. So once again, we take our hour of power. We take 1 hour. So the 9 becomes an 8. Remember, we're talking about time. So therefore, we take an hour of power. So we put the 6 here, which means 60. 6 tens, ones, tens, hours. Okay, and this would be 10 hours, right? So now we solve 6 minus 3 equals 3. 8 minus 6 equals 2. And we just bring down the 1, which is actually 10 hours. So we have 12 hours and 35 minutes of sunlight. Then you have to compose your solution sentence. And let me just reiterate again with that hour of power, right? So we have 1909 minus, remember there are 24 hours in the day, 7 o'clock is the 19th hour in the day. 1909 minus 634, right? So again, I'm going to do this off to the side just in case. This is the same as step 2. Right? We can solve 9 minus 5, so we just start out where we can solve. All right? We cannot solve 0 minus 3. We don't have enough minutes over here, so we do have to take an hour of power. So now let's go to an hour of power. And how many minutes are there in an hour? Yes, indeed. There are 60 minutes. We add that to 9, or whatever number might be over here. It could be 16, doesn't matter. Plus 9 becomes 69. So then, step 3, if you're doing it that way, would be 1869, which is the same as over here, if you notice. 1869, it's the same thing. Okay, and then we subtract 634. Okay, look at how easy this is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 9 minus 4, 5. 6 minus 3, 3. 8 minus 6, 2. Bring down the 1, or the 10 hours. 12 hours and 35 minutes. If you notice, it matches this right over here. It is literally the same thing.